So Marcellus Wiley is beefing with DL Hughley. Now, I don't know the nature of the beef, why they're beefing and whatnot, but this is what Wiley said on his podcast.
We have a close complexion and color. And, we're not the same. Okay? I'm just telling you, we both black, but we ain't the same. I got a different foundation than you. And if you know what an adult is, you're old, I'm old. You know what an adult is? It's nothing but a childhood actor, right? You acting out your trauma, you acting out your issues, you acting out all the desires and values you were given as a child. You're acting them out, right? You're trying to remove some, you're trying to insert some, but you ain't nothing but a childhood actor when you're an adult. Let me tell you about your childhood that's a little different than mine, homie. Because I ain't grow up gang banging. I grew up around gangs. I ain't grow up in a gang like you did. And you know the problem is, I'm going to tell you, there's three things that happen to you, DL, that I think that you still haven't gotten over. And you're getting too damn old to still be trying to project those onto me and to the black community. You were in a gang growing up, your ass was a dropout, and then you went back and got your GED. Look, you can now redeem yourself from all those things, but here's your negative issues you haven't gotten over yet. Yeah, I'm going to be your therapist, partner. Here's your bad life lessons that you're still living under. When you join a gang, what happens to you? You feel tougher because it's a bunch of y'all. Mob mentality. And here's another thing. You also are part of a pack. You got to live on code. Oh, don't. I lived in it. Right there. I was right there. Yeah, you got to be on code. You got to walk a certain way, act a certain way, dress a certain way, be a certain way in the group. Familiar? This is the things that I think are...
Listen, I don't know why Marcellus think that that's a flex or to take a dig at DL Hughley's childhood. Now, DL has been very transparent about things in his life that he's not proud of. Now, I didn't know that he was in a gang when he was younger. And I think, or that he dropped out of high school and got his GED. And I think that's a testament to the man that he had become. You know, I know DL from being a comedian. I went to see his show years ago. Funny dude, saw him on TV. He was one of the original kings of comedy, right? So to come from that childhood, gangbanging and all that, and dropping out of high school, I think is a testament. Now, DL has been open about he had an affair after he was married, had an out of child wedlock, things that he's not proud of, and he screwed up on. And he's been open about that. He shared that. But for Marcellus to come and dig at this man's childhood and use that somehow as some type of dig at this dude is crazy, right? And misguided. You know how many people had rough childhoods, made those types of mistakes, and then came up from that? And Marcellus, you trying to say that that's a bad thing? Come on, bruh. Look, you can beef at DL, ain't got a problem with that. But don't use his childhood, something he has risen up from, as a means to insult him. There's too many of us that have come up from some shit that we wasn't proud of and rose up from that. DL is one of those cats, man. And for young people who are going through some shit, we're trying to tell you that, hey, you can put that behind you and rise up. Don't let the fact that somebody like a Marcellus can try to use that later on in your life to come back at you. Marcellus, you're wrong, dude. You can beef with your guy. Bring him some other shit to beef with him about, man. Don't use the shit that he rose up from as a means to tear him down, man. You're wrong on that one, bro.